All you ever wanna do is play. So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
yeah,
real
well,
mode.
we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sega Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a rented crown.
You are the king and apology.
You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand up and watch our enemy go. Empires fall, my legacy grows. I might just hop on this melody flow. All this vision, no clarity though. Y'all play a game that I bear in my soul. Ebony, ivory, nobody knows. Business vasectomy, nothing can grow. Everyone promises more than they actually do. We don't deliver on anything other than truth. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with kings, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke.
I got hairy legs.
Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
And that's the way, I like it.
Stay woke, real mode. You really have people fooled out here, don't you? When are you peasants gonna learn that you can't pretend to be a king? It ends today.
We choose truth over facts.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
It's been a while since I dropped this shit. Swole fam, y'all better run this up. KD, let's go. Yeah. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, you know we don't play guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, yeah. You know we don't play guys. I'm blessed, I never said I didn't struggle. I finesse, I never said I didn't hustle. These niggas talk so loud, the way I move is so
Chlorophyll.
I'm the ocean, but
More
these
like
niggas
chlorophyll.
just I swear I'm delusional. These niggas they using me. They want my energy, ain't nothing new, this is usual. These figures confusing me. What's gotten into me? They say I'm using their cubicles. Clipping KD like some cuticles. None of this shit is excusable. Don't need a muse when I'm musical. Ay, whoa, I'm tired of saying for truth when nobody's doing it. Yeah. They're controlling the youth. Agenda of fusing them, nigga. We losing them. Matter of fact, we just abusing them. That's a fact. We try to roll with a ballad act. Fucking low key with a Tesseract. They throwing smoke when they got that. Get the fuck up out your little bubble. They wanna ask how much it costs, I said it double. Gorilla beer, these niggas only rockin' stubble. The realest nigga make these bitches start to stumble. Aye, East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. No, we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't like guys, yeah. East Coast with that gang gang, West Coast with that gang gang, global with that gang gang, nigga. You know we don't like guys, yeah.
Another episode of the plus sides of being plus size. You got it, babe.
It's your boy, Papa Swole. Stop being a beesh.
I am harder to kidnap.
Full Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing, 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 testicles, testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 19 hundo and 50 schwam of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beercast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and ye old hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everson K2 Flexin.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
The fucking Catalina.
And all you beaches, what's going on, fam? Episode 1950 schwam. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, September the Ocho. And you know how we do it on Wednesdays. We do it the same way we did on Tuesday and on Monday and on Sunday. We're going to the fucking gym. We're getting it done. We're making it happen right here and inside the Swole fam. Fucking hell yes. Make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're following over there on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. The Daily Swole is streaming live on Odyssey, on Rumble, on YouTube, on Facebook, and of course on Twitch. All the platforms everywhere. Make sure you are subscribed for those sick fucking gains. Now, I got an announcement to make. We talked about it a little bit in today's Telegram chat, inside the Swole fam Telegram chat, that I got banned again. I feel like I say this every day. I got banned again on TikTok on the Papa Swolio channel, but check out this fuckery for a video I posted on July 22nd. July 22nd.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, July 22nd. And it was a standard go to the fucking gym video. And I'm like, all right, if we're going to play this game, you may as well just ban the whole account right now, because pretty much every fucking video says go to the fucking gym. So if you're going to single out one for harassment and bullying, I mean, that's pretty much, if you're going to take it under that lens, it's pretty much my entire page is harassment and bullying. I mean, if you're going to look at it in that fashion. But here's the thing, I appealed it. And shockingly, the appeal came back and it got approved. It got reinstated right away. However, I was banned. So they banned it, or they blocked the video. And then they said, because of multiple community guidelines violations, you are suspended until it was tomorrow at like 5 p.m. And I don't know what that means, like multiple guidelines. I've been getting all my videos reinstated. I've been getting all of them repealed. So what do you mean? In the past, I had a video that got banned in the past? Are you just keeping a running tally? Because it's always going to be multiple violations if you keep tabs of all those fucking things. So I guess every time I get a future violation, it's going to be due to multiple. Yeah, I've had some in the past, but not for like a long time because they've all gotten reinstated. However, it got reinstated. So you would think, okay, cool. Then I can post again. But it still says that I'm banned until this evening at 5 o'clock, even though they fucked up. They reinstated the video. So I don't get it. I don't get it. Look, people get the satire. They get the fucking humor of it. They understand the point. If you're taking offense to these go to the fucking gym, harassment and bullying, I just don't know if it's someone that's taken offense to it personally or it's like an algorithm thing that just kind of got churned up. And it's always the videos are the most popular. This thing had like a few million views. It was super fucking viral. So everyone that might flag it, if you're flagging it, go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself. Seriously. You can really go fuck yourself. But we're going to share it today, the one that got banned. I believe I have the video that I can share. We're going to do it when we get into the balls deep section. Let me see. Is that the one? Do I got it? Let's see. Do I have that one? No, it's not here. I don't know why it's not here. Let's see. Oh. All right. So anyway, I'll try to share that by the end of today's episode because I think we should put it out there. And I told you I was going to have that page. I was going to have that page for all the TikTok videos that got blocked or deleted or something like that. That way you can still see them. You can still see them on swolenormousx.com. So anyway, they're scared of the sick fucking gains. I agree. They're scared, Kenny. They're fucking scared. Fuck all those bitches. All right, now that we're all here, everyone's ready for some man casting. It's time to get into the tip. Let's bust this nut wide open. Everyone, what'd you smash today? Drop it in the comments down below. And yeah, if you're rocking your Swole variant tank, drop that in the comments down below. Let's bust this nut open and let's get into the tip today. I'm very excited. Falcon, I'm sorry, I have to call Falcon. Ah, nailed it. Always want to hit the right note, otherwise the Falcon will keep it secret. Put some respect on it.
USA, greatest country in the world.
Fumble. I'm going to break that nut soon. All right, Leo, drinking like a fucking fish. We all know why Rose got rid of you, Leo. Stop drinking, you fucking lush. Hashtag GTTFG. One of the favorite cards. Everyone loves some go to the fucking gym. Nice job, Falcon. Nice Falcon scratch. Okay, let's get into the tip. Everyone, moisturize. Moist that mouth. And let's spit on it and get into that tip, shall we? Here we go. Ooh, that was sloppy. Babe, that's gonna go just right an inch. Just an inch. It's cold outside. Right in there. Just how we like it. What's up, Nick? What's going on? What's happening here? So, fam, I got called racist by someone wearing a BLM mask today. A BLM mask? Okay. Because my shirt has an American flag on it. Really? Like, just came up and called you a racist to your face? Did you tell them to go fuck themselves? Do you call them a Marxist cunt or what? What'd you do? I want to know what happened. Or did you just take it and be a man? Just take it and bury it deep down and be a man and just go on with your fucking day. Beaches that provide nothing of value. They think they give value because they little virtue signaling. Look, Black Lives Matter. Yep, all lives matter. So what's your point? We know what you're trying to do. We know the power grab. We get it. We know what you're trying to do. You're trying to fuck with the language. We get it. We're not falling for it. Stop trying to play little games and go get a job. How about that? Go work for a living. Come on. It's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing to work for a living and to provide value to society. Isn't it? All right. I want to hear more about that story. Give me some more context. All right, fam. Let's get into a couple clips that are brand new on the channels and another announcement that, of course, we got to get into. So, of course, we had our big release recently, Driving While Gaining Uncensored. Don't Fauci My Holes. This is available exclusively Driving While Gaining. The fucking rage is real. And if you don't know what Driving While Gaining is, look it up on YouTube. They are fire, and now they are exclusively for members inside Swole TV. Got to go private on those. Can you imagine? Someone tell me, can you imagine if I posted a DWG online? Can you imagine how quickly this shit would get fucking banned? Imagine me posting a Driving While Gaining today. I can't believe I got away with half the fucking shit. Anyway, so exclusively in Swole TV, where I can say whatever the fuck I want, Driving While Gaining Uncensored, available now. You could join the Swole fam, of course, over there at swolenormousx.com. We also have a couple other public clips here on the Daily Swole YouTube channel, should you be tracking your macros. So check that out if you're interested in my opinions or my thoughts on tracking your macros. Most of you probably know, but you can check out that clip. And over on the Swolenormous channel, we got a new short. I believe it's probably a short. Fat people have thin privilege too. And if that doesn't make any sense. They stack shit that high. And if that doesn't make any sense, it's not supposed to, which is why it's a video that I cover, which is why it's a post that I cover, because if it doesn't make fucking sense, you know I am going to drop my sack on it. That's just how it goes. And tomorrow, the big announcement this week, let me just resize that a little bit. Tomorrow, let's get a round of applause.
I am the danger.
Let's get a round of applause for some more Swole TV. We got a private stream for members only inside Swole TV. Tomorrow, we got a Nuts on Chin Unplugged. That's tomorrow, the 9th at 6 p.m. So if you don't know what Nuts on Chin Unplugged, a lot of you understand the salty sack from the Swolenormous channel on YouTube, but also inside Swole TV, Nuts on Chin Unplugged is exactly that. We react to the salty sack. We react to classic live. I'll be up here in the little circle right here, reacting to some classic DWGs. We'll watch some old NOCs. I don't actually know what's been submitted. I don't actually know what I'm going to watch, but these are old videos because I've been making content for like 6 years and thousands upon thousands of videos. So who knows what the fuck is going to pop up, and those are a fun time. So join us tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Of course, you can catch it later, but there's nothing like watching a Nuts on Chin Unplugged live with the fam, so don't miss out on that. And papaswolio.com for all your apparel needs. Swolenormous apparel, use code DAILYSWOLE for 10% off. If you're not yet a member, of course, members get 20% off. But the reason why that's important is because we have tons of awesome gear. We're coming up on Fuck Your Resolution season, major releases. But fam, round of applause again. More applause. More, because I fucking said so. More America. The Swole variant. The Swole variant. Get yourself some Swole variant. I say don't Fauci my holes, but also make sure that you get the Swole variant.
Attacks on science.
You want the Swole variant. You want it. You want all of it. You want to be infected now, and you want to spread that shit like fucking crazy. Can you imagine if they get to the Swole variant in real life and they start calling it, they call it the Swole variant, they get to the S, they'll probably call it the Sebastian variant. What do you think they're going to call it? What do you think they're going to call it? We're coming up on it, right? So they have Lambda. I don't even know. What happened to Lambda? Does anyone know? Didn't they say that, right? They had the Delta and they just left D, E. They just left E, F, and G. What happened with that? How come they're skipping letters? Does anyone know what's going on here with the virus? Does anyone know what's going on? It just doesn't, there's nothing. They don't want to call it the gamma version. Like, it just doesn't hit properly. So they call it Lambda. They skipped over that. They went right to mu. So what's next? The N? Can you, they just call it the N virus? Too soon? Too, pushes too many buttons. I don't know. So the N with the O virus, the P virus, like what are you going to call it? QRS? What do we think is going to come next? They have the mu. You know, there's going to be another variant. There has to be. It just keeps on going. What do you think the next letter is going to be? Curious. Curious what it's going to be. Why are they skipping letters? They're just trying to get through it as fast as they. Yeah, of course they don't know what the fuck is going on. Give me a break. Okay, let's get into some Swole Fam posts, shall we? It's time for some tips. All right, we got one from Beth. Ooh, Beth got some bulletproof coffee. Nice. Beth writes, first time having full armor coffee. Full armor? What the fuck is that? Oh, is that a joke? Full armor coffee, aka bulletproof coffee. Is that a joke? Or is that like something else? Or are they like trying to rebrand and overbrand bulletproof coffee or whatever? Essentially just butter and MCT oil and coffee. But from a local place we are visiting, coffee, organic coconut oil, grass-fed butter. This shit is good, and I am lit, fam. Crush it. Try it with MCT oil. Try it with MCT oil. Much better than coconut oil. Much better. Much better. Maybe that's why they use coconut oil instead of MCT, because then is that not like trademarked or something? So anyway, try that. Try that shit. If that's your first time, have it with MCT oil. It's going to taste much, much better. It'll digest better too. Coconut oil is just mostly MCT, but when you extract it, it's going to be a lot smoother. So good for you. Glad you enjoyed it. Delicious. Delicious, delicious. I haven't had that in a couple days. I went through a period where I had it for a couple days again, then I stopped. So I kind of go through periods. Sometimes I feel like having it, sometimes I don't. All right, we got another post from Kat. Kat. Speaking of cat, we got a little kitty here. All right. Post from Kat. Hey fam, wanted to share something exciting about my main motivator. I had posted a few months back about how my younger brother had lost his leg last year and is my motivation for getting healthier. The kid is unstoppable. He spent the last few months working at a summer camp in the woods as a counselor, and an unexpected benefit was that he was able to master his prosthetic by being forced to walk on uneven ground. With his current leg, he can walk faster, run shorter distances, and can climb stairs under load. And now, the one-legged wonder and I are registering for a Tough Mudder. The event is in February, and I hope that my baby brother is able to get through it with his handicap, me. We have about 5 months to train with his running leg that will have a blade instead of a fake foot to get through 10 miles and 25 obstacles. This was one of the goals he had set when he was learning how to walk again, and they are finally coming back to Arizona. I foresee lots of hiking in our future. Wish us luck. You don't need it. You're going to be fucking awesome. A round of applause for that. You're going to be totally fine. Can tell. And the Tough Mudders are great. You don't have to run. You can walk, and you're going to go through mud and shit like that. I was going to say with this prosthetic, it's going to be tough because people lose their shoes all the time because they get stuck in the mud and it pulls out. I'm like, that would be brutal if the prosthetic like pulled off his body. But he sounds like a beast, and he sounds like he has a great sense of humor. If he works that hard and he's that much of an animal, I'm sure he has a great sense of humor about it too. You have to get over something like that. I can only imagine. So that is fucking super inspirational. Talk about someone that's going to the fucking gym. So thanks for sharing, Kat. And we would wish you luck. We would, but you don't need it. You don't need luck with hard work. That's what's going to pay off. So sounds like you are going to have a lot of fun with yo bro in the next coming weeks. And we got one from our very own Haley. Hello, everyone. After years of abuse to my body, I'm finally ready and determined to give myself some respect and get healthy. I recently had a baby. In my pregnancy, my weight reached its peak at 289 pounds. Seeing how dangerously close I got to being 300, I panicked and knew I needed to make a change. I had my child close to 2 months ago, and I've only lost 20 pounds. I'm fairly sure that was just from having the baby, not because of anything I've done, though it still gives me some encouragement. While I fixed my diet and I'm only eating good foods for my body, I have a serious binge eating issue. I never realized how truly addicted I've been to junk food. Whether it be triggered by stress or by having a trigger food, my downfall is binging, usually on the weekends. I'll do so good during the week, then have 2 to 3 days of binging. That's like half the week. That's okay. I have no local gym that I can afford, and even if I did, I wouldn't have the time. It's difficult getting any exercise routine going while tending to an infant, especially since our days and nights are mixed. I guess what I'm looking for is any advice, and honestly, for accountability, I'm in desperate need of a community to encourage healthy living and to inspire me to do better. If anyone could help, I greatly appreciate it. You're about to get some tough love, Haley. Welcome to the fam. Let's see here. So that's a dangerous body weight to have to be pregnant. Surprised that I'm just curious as to if you gained all that during pregnancy or that was something that you had before. Not sure if you were warned or, how that worked out for you. I'm glad it did, but that's definitely very high risk to be obese while pregnant. That being said, we're on the back end of that. So that's not really anything to really worry about at this point. Now that that's in the past, you said you fixed your diet. Look, you're here for a reason. Doesn't sound like you have. If you're binging for 2 to 3 days, that's not fixing your diet. So I'm not sure if you have not binged recently or you're talking about currently, because that's not fixed diet at all. And I want to know a little bit more about your triggers and what's going on with this. So What kind of an environment are you living in where you have access to 2 or 3 days of binging? You shouldn't have any of these foods in your house. You should be eating quality foods. You should be eating quality, quality animal-based nutrition, like we always talk about, cutting out a lot of those processed carbohydrates, all of them, right? The processed dairy, processed sugar, like sodas, ice cream, chips, breads. These are things that are fundamental in the elimination diet, cutting out vegetable oils, seed oils, cooking with beef tallow, using grass-fed butter, essentially going more of a kind of a low-carb keto approach. Not necessarily keto, but lifting weights, doing stuff at home. You can't go to a gym, that's fine. You could do yoga. You could do Swole Mastery. You could do bodyweight exercises, do Swole, do yoga. You could do basic exercises and great stuff and lose plenty of weight, because being active, walking, doing home workouts with just body weight for resistance will be plenty. I mean, these are all things that are very important, but according to what you said, you can't say I fixed my diet and I'm only eating good foods for my body. I have a serious binge eating issue. Then you haven't fixed shit. And that's just honest. Okay. That's honest. Don't fool yourself. And that's the thing. You're saying that you fixed your diet. Saying it doesn't make it true. Okay. So doing good during the week and then having 2 to 3 days of binging. So that's like 50% of the time you're trashing yourself. So I don't know what your environment is like, but you need to read a great book called Atomic Habits that's going to help you get rid of all those fucking things. So if it's your husband, your boyfriend, whomever you're living with or staying with that's bringing crap into the house, it needs to be out. It needs to be out, period, full stop. None of that can enter past the threshold of your front door. And if you don't have a proper support system, that's a huge problem. So I don't know where you're eating these foods and what is causing you to do this, but you need to be eating to your satisfaction, quality foods, and exercising. Get some weights at home. Look up on Craigslist, on Facebook Marketplace, on OfferUp. Get some cheap weights. You can get a couple. You might not be able to afford a gym. Fine. You spend 40, 50, or $100. You save up for it. You get a couple dumbbells. You get some basic stuff. That is yours forever. So that's plenty. Plenty, plenty, plenty. But we need some more context, because there's no such thing as eating properly and then binging for half the time. So very important. All right. Very, very important. Sleep is also essential. And if you're not getting quality sleep, you're going to be binging and you're going to have a lot more of those sugar cravings and make irrational decisions. If you're not getting quality sleep with a newborn, I can only imagine, but you should still be getting as much sleep as you possibly can. So anyway, welcome to the fam. We got a lot to fucking go over, and hopefully a lot of you can comment on this post inside the private Facebook group and get some more context. And definitely that book is a great option for you, Haley. Welcome to the fam. It's very simple. Doesn't mean it's easy, but very important to create your environment. And if your environment is literally revolving, whether it's people that are cheating all the time or trying to bring garbage food into your circle, like your home, that's your private space. That's your solitary, that's your safe, quote, that's literally your safe place. That's where you should be safe. That's where you should have all the things you need and nothing that you don't. And if you're bringing that crap into your house thinking, oh, I'll just have willpower, I just won't eat it, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. You're just going to keep on going back and sliding back and sliding back. All right, fam, hashtag GTTFG for a chance to win today's Swole card. Thank you so much, Falcon. Very nice rendition. Yes, we heard you the first time. We got another Swole fam post before we get into some questions from John. A bit under a week, and my balance has significantly improved during my yoga practice. I thought my balance was decent, as is with 3 years of practice. 4 days worth of using those separators, my balance feels stone ass solid. Also, I've had restless leg syndrome for a few years now. Every night it's an issue, not anymore. Gone. My mother-in-law suggested a certain brand of over-the-counter pills, specifically for restless leg syndrome. Of course, I knew better and politely said thank you and moved on. Yet again, another example of how committed work makes over-the-counter pills as worthless as Tic Tacs. For those struggling with developing your balance and stability muscles, go get those toe separators. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, the toe separators, well, that's how your feet are supposed to be. Feet have been compressed over time in those foot coffins, right? So wearing shoes has formed and reformed your feet to be narrow and fucking pointing together. They should be separated. They should be like almost webbed. They should be wide. So those toe separators are great. I actually have to find mine since we moved. I'm not sure where I put them, but they're fantastic. So go and check that out. If any of you are getting lag, it says buffering. It's not on my end. So it must be just log out or come back in, but it's definitely not me. We have completely consistent, solid internet. So not on my end. God damn it, YouTube. Let me stream. Let me stream. One more.
What's in the box?
All right, last one. Ooh, we got some food pictures from Michelle. Hey fam, I've been keeping a low profile, but watching all of you crush it this summer and joining in on the live streams whenever I can. Been doing Swollen 7 for the last month and started the 90-day dash today. Very pumped and ready to level up. Been doing the elimination diet and Papa does not lie. I can't believe how my body reacts to certain foods, and the transition to more grass-fed beef is literally changing my life. Dipping into the organ meats, ate my first beef heart today. Substituted heart for liver in Papa's chili recipe. My God. If you've been thinking about trying it, consider this your sign. You won't regret it, and it tastes amazing. I don't post often, but your stories, your strength, and your discipline are inspiring so many others to take responsibility for their health and putting in the work. Keep crushing it, fam, and I'll see you all soon. We got a picture of the beef heart. Let's see. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Chopped it all up. Yum, yum. Yum, yum. Beef heart is amazing. Beef heart will taste like, you cook it right. I like to, kind of grill it up on the cast iron, just like we do a steak, but cook it like a steak. Marinate overnight in balsamic vinegar. It's great. It's like a nice little sweet taste. It's so good. Beef heart's amazing. Beef liver is amazing. The other organ meats, you have to learn it. You have to get that taste of profile. Of course, you can make stews and things like that. You can grind it up and mix it in with your beef, mix it up with your ground beef. You get spleen or pancreas or kidney, but it's just, it's a taste that you have to get used to. Organ meats are very nutrient dense and they do taste a little bit different than muscle meat, but very, very important to get. And they're not even close. Anyone that says, all animal products are bad, that's ludicrous. Organ meats are so much different. And there's research coming out that just explains even more why grass-fed beef is more nutritious because, animals that are eating grass, you have more nutrients. You have more nutrients in grass-fed beef because of the breadth of foliage and grass and different types of foods that the animals are eating, not the grain-fed inflammatory crap that is tearing through the animal's guts that they haven't evolved to consume. Plus all the other issues with factory farming. We say, we don't like factory farming. So most people that hate on anyone that eats animal products, they're thinking only of factory farming. And the big misconception is like, I say, eat a steak, on the TikTok videos, eat a fucking steak, go to the fucking gym. It's not as catchy saying, eat a grass-fed steak and go to the fucking gym. And people be like, well, what else do they eat? It's like, you don't know that they're pumped full of antibiotics or pumped full of corn and soy and all this other shit. They're dying. They're dying and they're killed off before they would actually die anyway. And they're fed this crap because they grow faster and fatter and they're going to be slaughtered anyway. So they live a miserable life. But if you get regeneratively farmed beef, if you get grass-fed beef, the animals are living well until, they have a good life and one bad day, like many of us hope to have, right? I mean, we all die. And if you want humans to thrive on this earth, it's not going to come from sucking down plants. That's why these ruminant animals have multiple stomachs and have evolved to extract the nutrients, and we can eat the entire animal for that purpose. We can get the collagen from the bone broth. We can, eat all that. We can use the hide for different products and for shelter and for tents and things like that, as our ancestors did. We can use the bones for, like I said, making broth or making weapons. We can eat every single fucking organ. The tongue, the eyes, you can eat the brain, you can eat the liver, pancreas, everything, intestines, all of it. All of it. All of it. It's all valid. It's all valid. And then you go to a plant and you can barely eat most of these plants out there. They're toxic and, these plants have chemical defense mechanisms in order to prevent people and animals from eating them. But the fruits are different. Like I say, I eat fruit. I eat fruit because those are supposed to be consumed and the seed gets dropped and then the plant can grow another tree. We have a mango tree outside. If I eat a mango and drop the seed, it's going to grow into another little baby mango tree. Just very simply. I don't have to do anything. Just drop it on the ground. So imagine if an animal's eating a piece of fruit and swallows a pit and then poops and then the seed comes out. Guess what that does? it's fertilizer, and then the tree grows, and then that's the evolutionary process. All right, let's take some questions. If you got a question, drop in the comments. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. A reminder before we get into some questions. So as you are dropping those questions, make sure you do so. Reminder that we are coming up on Fuck Your Resolution season, and now is the time to join the Swole fam. We got our yoga classes. We have over 200 yoga classes with full instructionals. We got chair yoga, kids yoga. We have all levels yoga. We have so many different, we have more yoga than you will find at any fucking yoga studio. We have full programs. We have core workouts. We have 7-minute workouts. We have kettlebell workouts. We have mace bell workouts. We have barbell, band. We have foam rolling. We have workout instructions. We have live master classes. We have, God, so much virtual training. We have all the recipes, thousands of recipes. We have the elimination diet. We will help you execute on those 7 pillars. And the 7 pillars are every day. They're also available at swolenormousx.com. But the 7 pillars are the foundational principles that the Swole fam follows every day, and yours are going to look different than mine. But those principles, that's the foundation. It's the foundation of everything that you're going to do in order to pursue optimal health and wellness. And that's what's most important. So if you have to, get started, if you're brand new listening, download your copy. It's in the show notes down below, the description. Also, swolenormousx.com. You can get your copy. Very, very, very important to focus on the basics and maximize those basics. All right, let's take some questions. Let's see. Tyler, not a question, but I can only imagine the puddle of spit you do with the tip. Well, it's...
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
It happens. It's got to be a big puddle. Big puddle for a big knowledge cock. You know how it is. You know how it is. Sean, appreciate the body elastics recommendation. So now we're using the hashtag just to get my attention. I appreciate it. You got it, man. Body elastics are the tits. You got them in already? We got one from Instagram, CB2PK. CB2PK. Worst habit for gains, best habit for gains. One of the best. There is no one best. Worst habit for gains. Not following the 7 pillars. Best habit for gains, following the 7 pillars. So CB2PK, download your copy at swolenormousx.com. That's a fact. How long, Joe Victor, 2182, how long have you been living the Swolio lifestyle? My entire life, I guess. It's changed throughout, but I've been Swolio. And what were you like before that? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Like, everything's a pursuit. My lifestyle changes dynamically. When I learn new information, it adjusts. I'm not sure what you mean by how long. Like, how long have I been trying to lift and take care of my health? Like, for 20 years plus. So I'm not really sure what you mean, the Swolio lifestyle. That changes. That changes as I acquire new information. All right, let's see. Cobb2U on Instagram. Do you eat steak every night? What other proteins do you consume? Yeah, pretty much. I have steak daily. When I'm eating, I'm having steak. I'll have pastured eggs. I'll have whole eggs for sure. What other proteins do I consume? Sometimes I'll have chicken, but heritage pork, bacon. I love bacon. Sometimes I'll have some grass-fed whey protein isolate. I've been having pretty good. I had one that was that blew my shit apart. So and I haven't done that. But sometimes I want to get some extra protein in. So I do dabble with that as well. But I try to focus on just getting the whole foods, to get all my protein and my fat and things like that. So when I'm eating, I focus on steak, other proteins, eggs, like I said, bacon. Of course, bacon is majority fat. And don't have chicken too often, sometimes fish, but mostly steak. Yeah, mostly steak and organ meats like liver and stuff. So yeah, that's how I do it. And I've been really liking adding some more sweet potatoes back. But like I said, I kind of rotate in and out. Sometimes I have less sweet potatoes. I just kind of fade out of it. And sometimes I feel like I really need some more sweet potatoes in my life. So I have more, but mostly it's steak and fruit for me. You've been swole since the womb. Goddamn right. Chela, Ryan. Chela. Cat, Papa Swolio, how do you safely figure out your starting weights for lifting? Is it just experimenting? Lighter. You go lighter. I mean, on any exercise, you always go lighter. If it's a new exercise, even if it's a new exercise for me, I go lighter unless I have some context as to what I can do. You always do less. You always do less than you think. Better to do Better to do like 10, 15 reps and be like, oh, it's too late. And then go heavier. Rather than you pick up 25 and you're like, you lift, and you're like, do 3 and you drop it on your face. Or you hurt yourself because your body hasn't progressed to that. So if you're brand new, light, and don't go to failure when you first start lifting. Just get used to training 3, 4, or 5 days a week, depending on what your training split is. So safely figure out, depends on the lift, but grab light weights, for certain exercises, 5, 10 pounds. Some exercises, 5 pounds will be too heavy. It depends on what your strength level is. So always less is more when you start. Aussie542, what are some supplement stack recommendations? Well, we don't focus a lot on supplements aside from beef organ supplements. So you can check it out in our Amazon store, swolenormousx.com/links. You've got some good ancestral supplements there. Some other things that you could look into would be magnesium. I personally like the Calm product. I'd like magnesium. It's called Calm. And I take that at night, or you can take something like a magnesium oil spray, which isn't oral it's not you're not consuming it, but the magnesium oil spray absorbs very quickly. So I prefer that. If you take a lot of oral magnesium, depending on the type, it can give you the shits. It can cause some stomach or gastrointestinal distress if you take a lot of it or you take too much too soon. So I take, with the Calm, I take like 400 or 500, but I have no problems. I take like 2 teaspoons plus a little bit, but you build up to that slowly. But I also like the magnesium oil spray. So I would start there. Vitamin D, if you're not getting enough sunlight, but you should get sunlight. It's much different. Vitamin D, taking a vitamin D supplement does not replace getting full body sun. So get as much sun as you can, of course, properly, and get morning sunrise sun, build up to it. People that go outside and be like, oh, Papa Swole told me to get more sun, so I went out at noon for an hour and I got burned. No shit. It's like never working out before and then trying to bench 315. People just don't understand how non-human they act, right? You're not raised to be a fucking human in this world. So if you're trying to go back to your roots and be a full-blown fucking human being, remember, humans were outside at sunrise as the sun comes up, and you can get full body sun and be out there for an hour or two and you'll be fine because the rays are less impactful, but you get those beautiful different wavelengths like the violet and the reds early in the morning. And that's a great way to build up to it. And then you're getting sun like that after a while, you'll be able to be like, I was training today up through like noon and I'm outside cooking, right? I'm in the sun. I have my hat on, of course, because I don't want to just cook my face too much. I don't want to get too much sun on my face, but I get plenty of sun. And then your body is more equipped to absorb more sunlight. And, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm washing my face after I took a cold shower afterwards. And like, I'm not like darker or like really like red. I'm fine. Like literally Florida sun in the summer. I could just be outside for a long time. If I get super, super hot, I go in the shade or I come inside for a few minutes and then I go back out. But I've built up that base. I don't get burned. You don't want to get burned. But that's the thing. Today, in today's society, people get burned because they don't get enough sun. And they just go outside at peak hours and they're going to get fucking roasted. You go from 0 to 100, you're going to get burned. If you build up with that early morning sun and you go from there, it changes the game. So I recommend those things. If you're eating organ meats and you're getting beef organ supplements, that's pretty much all you need. You can take a creatine too. Creatine's fine, but you get plenty with beef. But of course, supplementing with creatine will give you extra, but everyone's different. So like a micronized creatine, you don't need fancy ones, but some people prefer them or think they work better. Leave that up to them. Aside from that, I don't take any BCAAs or anything like that. I don't take glutamine or anything of that sort. But I do cold therapy. I do sauna every night. There's a lot of other things that are getting better sleep will be so much better for your recovery. If people are looking for supplements often, but they're not getting enough sleep or they're not getting quality sleep. So you want to wake up naturally. I wake up naturally after 7-8 hours. Boom. So if you focus on really crushing your sleep, you're not going to need a lot of these frilly supplements. That's the best thing that you can do for your body. And it's not a supplement, it's foundational. So if you look at the 7 pillars, pillar 4, recovery, that includes sleep. That's foundational. And you can't make up for sleep with a supplement. You just can't. Tyler, Papa Swole, how can I warm up my shoulders when I want to do heavy sets for my last exercise? I have no risk of any injury. How can you warm up your shoulders? any different thing. You could use a shoulder awareness workouts in the program Vault. You can do some mace bell swings. You can do some prone presses, some band prone presses. I mean, what do you mean your last exercise? How can you should be warming up before your workout? I'm confused. What are you doing here, bro? I mean, do external rotations, just saying things to you. You're not going to necessarily know what the heck to do, but that's why we have that all like broken down in X. So you could do prone press. You can do some YTAs. You can do some cobras, floor cobras, do some yoga for the upper body. But I mean, just warming up doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have good activation. It's more about dynamic warm up and activating those muscles. So I like the band, right, from the front, from like a high front position, doing the band. It's like a band. I call it the band prone, even though it's not prone. It's like a band prone press. It's like a retraction press, but the band is coming from a front position. And I see what you're saying, Nick, the band pull aparts, but the from the front position is much better, like 1,000 times better than band pull aparts, 1,000 times better. So because it activates your lower trapezius a lot. The best supplements to build test levels, actually sleep. And sleep is the best. I mean, of course, then you have those other herbs and stuff, but I think it's questionable whether or not those help. So I would recommend sleep. Actually, good getting in fucking grass-fed beef and getting plenty of sleep. Your test is going to go through the roof. There's supplements you can get, prostate and testicle in supplements and stuff too that can really help. I don't know from like a clinical level, but I take, different blends of different beef organ supplements. Amazing. Ken, how do you counteract the lack of fiber in eggs, meat? I mean, I eat fruit. I have never had digestive issues. I'm fine. If you go full carnivore, you might have like some diarrhea for the first couple of weeks, but that's normal. Your body's gut biome is changing and your body might not be used to the level of fat and stuff in your nutrition. But, I eat fruit, so I get plenty of fiber, and it's very overrated. Understand that it's not like you're just eating lean meat. That's the misconception. People that are if you're just eating lean muscle meat from a sick animal, like grain-fed animal, you're not eating healthy. So it's much more than just eating a steak. It's not eating egg whites. It's not. So people that look at an animal-based nutrition protocol, they look at it as he's not eating vegetables. Well, if you're just eating meat, that's not really proactive. You need to be eating grass-fed beef, healthy animals. You need to be getting plenty of sunlight, plenty of sleep, right? There's 7 pillars for a reason. It's not just the food. So if you're eating properly and then you're not getting sleep, your all-cause risk of mortality, your risk of all-cause mortality double, triples, quadruples in itself just by not getting enough sleep. So it's not just eating meat, it's eating quality meat. It's eating the organs. So you're getting nature's multivitamin. You're getting all those vitamins and minerals that the animals have broken down. So it's ideally consumed and absorbed by human beings. So it's not just like, oh my God, he's not getting fiber. You're getting, if you're eating fruit, I eat sweet potatoes. I'm just not sucking down tons of carbs. So I'm not keto, but I'm a lower carbohydrate approach. I don't find I get ideal performance and I don't feel my best when I cut out carbohydrates completely. And that's just me personally. And a lot of people feel the same way. I think fruit is amazing. And there's a reason why fruit is enticing. There's a reason why in supermarkets, they make all the products look like fresh fruit. That's why all the boxes, even if you're getting garbage cookies, Chips Ahoy or something will be in a red container, or Nilla wafers will be bright yellow. Everything that's crap, that's just brown corn and soy, it comes in a bright package. Now, why does it come in a bright package? Because psychologically, it looks like ripe fruit, bright reds, bright yellows, and oranges, right? Just think about all the different colors. Go down a chip and cookie aisle. Why are Doritos in a red bag? Because they're fucking fake ass brown covered with like red spice and shit. Think about it. Walk down those aisles and see all the reds. Just kind of blur your eyes and look at all the reds and the bright yellows and the oranges with all the foods inside where the cookies are brown or the cookies are black. The cookies are not colored. They're just brown, right? Then why are they in a red package? Because marketing, psychology. So I think fruit's great. And you can get beef liver. Look, you can get desiccated beef organs from the supplements. You could buy them online. A lot of places to get beef liver. Just order it online. You can order grass-fed beef online. Yeah, and I don't wear sunglasses outside either. Ironically, I wear sunglasses inside and I have my screen all blurred out because I don't want to get blasted with all this light. I have my orange glasses here, but it's okay for a little bit. Yeah, wearing sunglasses is not good for you. You could wear a hat, but getting light into your eyes, and I avoid putting in my contacts as long as I can because I don't really have that. My eyesight isn't that bad, but it gets blurry if I look in distances. So until I get like laser, if I do that, I try to get like the full spectrum so I don't put any lens over my eyes. But wearing sunglasses is definitely not a good thing because your body gets mixed signals if it thinks that it's under, because your body doesn't know the difference. If it's not getting the light or the rays and the wavelengths are not getting to your eyes, then your body is not going to produce the same type of protections and react the same way to sunlight in the skin because it thinks that's not getting those light rays, but your body is. So you want to get the light exposed into your eyes. It's not bad to get sunlight. Yeah, I'm a lot darker. That's right. That's right. Swole lives matter, baby. Swole. Yeah, I'm getting a lot more sun. Getting a lot more sun. I tried to get a lot of sun in the last place, but I didn't have the same access to outdoor. Yes. Swollen 7 mobility is great. Thanks, Sean. Appreciate it. Glad you like it. Glad you like it. All right. How'd you feel, Kenny? How'd you feel? Did a month of the beef liver supplement. Just a month? Don't stop. Trying the beef organ supplements this month. Oh, you're just rotating through? Yeah, they're both good. I mean, beef liver, you can definitely get all your liver and then take those. You can take both. If you do that, you can just take the beef liver and then just don't take maybe as much. So you're getting in, let's say the 3,000 milligrams or whatever, like the minimum that you want to get really. Take a couple extra. So you can take your beef organ supplement, get a blend, and then kind of top it off with the liver too. So you can do both. All right, let's take another question or two. If you got last chance for questions live, drop in the comments, #AskPapaSwolio. Victor Vishev. At which time in the day is the best to work out? Your choice. I prefer, if I can, to do it first thing in the morning because it sets me up for the whole day and I fucking love it. I fucking love working out first thing. You did feel a difference. Yes, after 2 weeks, I noticed it. 2 weeks? Really? Took that long? Well, good. I'm glad. Excellent. Sometimes you got to build up those nutrients. Some people feel right away, but hell yeah, dude. All right. P. Rosie at the gym. Okay. How long does it take to build muscle if you're 40 plus and a female trying to build my booty? Depends on what you're doing. If you're doing it right, if you're sleeping properly, if you're eating properly, it might take the rest of your life and you never build proper muscle. But it can happen probably slower than you would like, I would say, but it does come. So you need to be making sure you're consuming enough protein, training hard. And there's a lot of variables there. So it's not a matter of like, hey, I'm working out. How long does it take to build muscle? Well, if you're not doing it properly, it might take forever. Understand? So having a gym membership, for example, doesn't mean that you know what you're doing. You can go in a gym and just watch TV and sit on one of those fucking stupid adductor machines, just kind of like, open your legs. Where's my booty? You got to train fucking hard. So I mean, when you first start training, it's more strength improvements from neuromuscular coordination rather than hypertrophy improvements, rather than the size of the muscle fibers and the myofibrils increasing in, cross-sectional area and such. But if you're 40 plus and a female, you need to eat enough protein. It's definitely going to be more challenging for you than if you were at 20 years old. Like most people, it's harder to build muscle at 40 or 50 than it is at 20. But I would actually recommend P. Rosie, if you're listening, or any other ladies are listening, that you might want to look into. There's actually some like hormone supplementation and things that have actually gotten great results for a lot of people that kind of, demonized by mainstream. But I would recommend listening to 2 episodes with Dr. Jamie Seaman, with Paul Saladino on his podcast, the Fundamental Health Podcast. There are 2 that are great for men and women. We talk about it a lot. I just got to put it on a page and link it, but check it out. It's on the Fundamental Health Podcast. They did one this year, a couple months ago, and one at the end of 2020. Listen to them both. And if you're listening and you're a woman and you're not P. Rosie at the gym, from this Instagram question, check that out because those podcasts are amazing for ladies that are premenopausal, right? Or perimenopausal, that are postmenopausal, that are prenatal, postnatal. Fantastic. Fantastic fucking podcasts. So you can check that out. All right, good question. Let's see. Bunny Love, Papa Swolio for the ancestral grass-fed supplements. It says 1 serving is 6. If I find if I take 2, I get really gassy. Do you take 6? Well, gassy for what? What are you taking? Depends on what it is. Do I take 6? Yeah, I take 6 or more depending on what I'm taking. Depends on what I'm taking. I don't know. Are you sure that's what's making you gassy? Interesting. I'm not sure what you're taking. Tyler, would I be able to make my own beef tallow if I don't have access to it? Yeah. You can skim it off the top if you're making bone broth. You can definitely make your own tallow. You can just Google it. You can make your own tallow. Just got to have the good raw ingredients. Yeah, aren't they great? Those podcasts are fire. Made my mom listen to it. Hell yeah. Good, good, good. Share that with all the women you know. Beef organs, I went back to 1 and it's not that bad. When are you taking it? Are you taking it with food? That's very interesting. That's unusual, I would say. If anything, I would try to get just the liver one and see if it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. I haven't heard of anyone getting gassy from that. It would make sense if you're taking a colostrum supplement, just because some people have issues with dairy. Even if it's something like colostrum. Some people have issues with grass-fed butter, but not with ghee. You know, even though processed dairy is shit, some people can just drink, or they think they can. They don't get gassy. So I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't take them separately without food. I would take it with food. I wonder what else you're doing with it. Maybe it's something else that, I don't know. Interesting. All right, fam. Good questions. Sometimes I take a multivitamin too. Well, I mean, most multivitamins are a waste, honestly. You're not really absorbing that stuff. So I'm not sure what kind of multivitamin you're taking, but I would recommend focusing more on the beef organ supplements personally. Just my opinion, not medical advice. I don't take any multivitamins, but I eat beef liver and take all the stuff and totally fine. But look into that. Maybe there's something else going along with it. Like, when are you taking it? And when are you, right? When are you taking those pills? Are you taking it with anything else? Are you taking it on empty stomach? Yeah, I mean, sometimes pills on empty stomach might be weird. All right, let's get into some balls deep. It is shitpost time. It fucking is. It fucking is.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's deep.
All right, fam-wise.
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
We got some shitpost coming. Shit post coming, baby. Shit post coming. Are you ready? Why does it say Swole card? We're doing it again.
That's deep.
It's extra deep. Why is that saying here? Hold on a second. Let me get that. And let me remove that. The knowledge guy. There we go. Now we're in the balls deep. You guys, I hit the button twice, but you guys got extra. So now we're going extra deep. I love that. I could hit that all fucking day. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's deep. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. How many of you like some SpongeBob SquarePants? Let's take this post first.
What's in the box?
All right. What is this? Fat Marquisel. Fat Marquisel. Fat, makes me want to vomit just thinking. My name is Fat Marquisel. All right, here's SpongeBob. It's kind of like a joke because SpongeBob is looking at a piece of paper and then lighting it on fire. Here's what the piece of paper says. Quote, you cannot claim to help fat people if you're furthering obesity prevention efforts. Even if acknowledge, well, that's not language. So even if you acknowledge or center weight stigma in your work. What the fuck? What the fuck? How stupid can you be? Hold on a second.
What's your name, fat body?
At the end, it says weight stigma researchers who like WW research, like Weight Watchers, funds and don't care about fat people anyway. Look, if you're going to speak about bullshit, you better actually have good language. You cannot claim to help fat people if you're furthering obesity prevention. Yes, I can. I'm helping people not become fat. Yeah, you see, there are people that are grifting like you, profiting and gaining followers off of lying to people. I prefer to help people avoid those easy pitfalls that most people fall into. So you know what you can do.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Round of applause. Go fuck yourself. Fat Marquisel. Go fuck yourself. Here's the problem. Here's the problem. It's your face. That's your problem.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face.
That's your problem.
But I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that? No one knows. No one knows. What's your pronouns? What's your pronouns? You know you got them. I know you have fucking pronouns. And it's not the ones you were born with, I'm sure. All right, here we go. Too soon? Too soon? Come on.
What's in the box?
Hey-o. Let's talk about food shaming, and let's talk about being educated. Now, beaches. We got a picture here. You got 2 columns. These are some of the Instagram posts that I fucking hate the most. I fucking hate these. I think I'm going to start making some. And just troll people with them. All right. I hate these fucking split screen pictures. These are the ones that somehow get a lot of shares because it speaks to the most brain dead people in the world. So stupid people are looking at Instagram like, I like this one. I the pretty pictures I see on the left and it looks different on the right. Or it's the same picture on the right and like, oh, this justifies my addiction. I hate these pictures. I fucking hate these fucking pictures. Fucking hate them. Fuck this shit. All right, that being said. On the left, it says food shaming. On the right, it says being educated. So we have 6 pictures on the left, 6 pictures on the right. It's the same foods on the left and the right. Of course, the words hurt this person's feelings. So they're going to try to justify the shit in the right, they're justifying the shit. So on the left, it looks like what? Milk duds or just gross like chocolate balls. And it says, quote, but that's got sugar. On the right, sugar is not harmful. Well, let me give you Matt Damon. Sugar is most certainly harmful. It's not harmful in fruit, in whole food matrices, but if you isolate it and you remove any value and you just pump and orchestrate artificial sugar into these concentrated shapes, it absolutely is harmful. So that's a fucking lie. On the left, you have a bowl of pasta, quote, but that doesn't fill you up. On the right, how do you know? All right, I don't get this one.
What the fuck is that?
Well, pasta is processed wheat, and it's really not useful. I mean, if you go into another country or you go back thousands of years, the wheat and the grain that we're using today is highly processed, wheat germ gluten, and it blows up people's stomachs. It's really bad for you. Just generally recommend avoiding it. And okay, well, I make pasta with coconut flour, or I make spaghetti squash pasta, like whatever. If you want to make like faux pasta, go for it. I just say eat real fucking food and move on. Get nutrient dense food, move on with your fucking life. But these are why people are addicted to these processed carbs, because they spike insulin, they make your little dopamine receptors like bust all over themselves. And that's why people have comfort foods. They're chronically dehydrated, chronically sleep deprived, so you crave all these carbs. So by that, whatever. This one's a stupid one. How do you know? Whatever. On the left, you have a, low quality burger, I'm assuming. It's like a shitty burger. I mean, nothing wrong with meat, but it's probably grain-fed beef and it's probably cooked in vegetable oil or whatever. On the left, but that's got saturated fat. Well, saturated fat's not bad. Polyunsaturated fat is bad. Saturated fat's not bad. On the right, which is fine in moderation. Now, this is completely incorrect. Saturated fat is fine in a surplus if you're getting it from a quality source. But I know what they're trying to say. They're trying to justify shitty fats in moderation. So what they mean to say, because mainstream narrative doesn't understand that saturated fat isn't bad for you, it's actually the unsaturated fats that oxidize easily and the linoleic acid that causes crazy inflammation and obesity rates skyrocketing. So assume that says, but that's got polyunsaturated fat. That's not fine in moderation. In other words, this is trying to justify something that they perceive as unhealthy. They just got the foundational concept wrong. The next picture is a piece of pizza. Quote, but that's processed. Yeah, it is processed. It means it's shit. And then on the right, most food is processed. Well, that's incorrect. What are you defining as processing? Like cutting a steak and putting it in a package and selling it? Or are you talking about having 50 fucking ingredients? Yeah, most food. And just because most food is processed doesn't mean that's good to eat. That's how most companies make the biggest profits. So literally go fuck yourself. This is from a page called The Fitness Chef, which is pathetic. So this account, in my opinion, you want to shut down any account, shut down this stupid fucking justification for people being sick and dying in this country. The Fitness Chef is anything but, even based on this picture by itself. So fuck off. The next one is a bowl of Skittles, jelly beans, whatever the fuck they are, marbles. Quote, but that's chemicals. On the right, every food has chemicals. All right, you can go fuck yourself on this one. Let me get this up here.
Go fuck yourself.
So you're going to take the definition. Oh, well, everything is technically a chemical. Yeah, there's chemicals in your wood. Do you have any idea organic chemistry? Everything's a fucking chemical. All right. We're talking about shit that you're not going to find in fucking nature. You want concentrated trash that's made in a factory that has literally been proven to kill people? Sure. It's industrial waste product that they're using because it's dirt cheap and you will pay out the ass for it because you're hooked on it like fucking meth. You're hooked on it like a heroin addict. And on the left again was this, but that's just empty calories. I don't know what that is. Granola? What is that? I don't even know what that food is in the picture. On the right, it is impossible for calories to be empty. In parentheses, fuck face. No, you are the fuck face.
Fuck yourself.
It's not impossible for calories to be empty. Many calories are empty. You know what that means? You know what it means? Stupid ass fucking fitness chef, idiot. It means that there's no nutrient value in them. You're getting open, just empty macros because it's heavily processed, devoid of nutrients, artificial food that these billion-dollar corporations are making billions of dollars off your sick ass. So keep on eating your worthless fucking food and leave the fitness content to the experts. Thank you very much. All right. Go fuck yourself. All right, time for some videos. Get right into it. Time for a couple videos. Let's play this one. Let's play the one that got banned. You ready for this one? Let's play the one that got banned from TikTok. Who wants to see that one? You want to see? All right. And I agree. Kenny, most people don't realize how good you feel once you stop eating most of these foods. Hands down. Most people don't want to know, is my thought. I think most people don't want to know how good they're going to feel because then they actually have to change. If they avoid the information and they avoid actually addressing it and, if they avoid that knowledge, then they don't have to actually do anything about it. So I think people actively, it's like cognitive dissonance. People actively block out that information. That way they don't have to change, which is really pathetic. So let's check out this banned TikTok. This is my video that got banned. It got reinstated. So hip, hip, hooray. But I'm still banned until like 5 o'clock on the Papa Swole channel. And it was banned for harassment and bullying. So let's check this out.
Go to the fucking gym.
I can see
you
that.
You didn't go to the gym today, did you? Did you? I fucking see you in there. You think I don't see you? You think there's only one way? I see your lazy ass. Yeah, I see you.
And then it repeats, go, because it loops. So it's like edited the end as at the beginning. Go to the fucking gym. Yeah, I see you in there. Come on. Is that really bullying and harassment? Or is that like, is that literally, come on. If you take that as bullying and harassment, you don't take that as like, fuck yeah, I'm going to go to the gym. You don't get the point of this video. You take that as an insult. You take that as a mean video. Give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. There's a guy on TikTok yelling at you to go to the fucking gym. Oh, it hurts your feelings? That means you need to go to the fucking gym. That means I'm talking directly to you if you're one of those pussies. It's a funny video. It's funny. Laugh and be like, fuck, I always see this on my off day. Laugh, make light of it. It's like so serious. It's like satirical. That's what I thought. Well, actually, Yoked Out Nick, that's what I actually started doing. I was doing personalized. I was actually replying to people and calling them out. People were like, oh, do Sarah. And I was like, Sarah, go to the fucking gym. But a couple of those started to get blocked. And I'm like, you know what? If I keep doing this, I'm going to get banned because I'm saying a name. So they're going to block it because I'm actually targeting someone, technically. They blocked one, and it was literally a reply to a video that requested it. And they're like, oh, please, I can't fucking wait. So I got that reinstated, but I stopped doing it because it was just... It would have been such a great thing. It was starting to really pick up, but it would have gotten me banned. That's why I stopped doing it, because it was direct. Yeah, fucking snowflakes. All right, speaking of snowflakes, we got... Oh my God. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, God. So we have a blue hair, a fucking... Goddamn fucking blue hairs. We have a blue hair fat phobia versus body image. Obesity has only been... I don't even know what that is. Has only been studied for the past 4 decades. No. Obesity has only been studied for the past 4 decades. You know why? Because people weren't morbidly obese before that, really. Ironically, right? Since we went off the gold standard, since technology exponentially improved, and since we stopped using beef tallow and started using vegetable oils, interesting how obesity has only been studied in the past 4 decades. That's because the ramp up of being obese really ramped up in the last 4 decades. So why would you study something that doesn't exist? Trendiness of fats. Oh my God. And vegan high protein ribs. Oh, all of this can go fuck off.
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did.
All right, let's get into the blue meanies. I agree. Yellow submarine. We all live in a fucking insane world.
I think because we talk about fat phobia and body image together so much, we sometimes forget those are separate things. And it's actually exhausting to be someone who talks frequently about anti-fatness to then have those conversations derailed into being about body image.
Full stop. It's actually exhausting. You're telling me, blue hair. You're telling me, your roots are showing, by the way. It's actually exhausting to be someone who talks frequently about anti-fatness. I can imagine how tiring it must be just to complain all the time. If you were doing something for your health instead of yapping on TikTok, you wouldn't have to rail about other people saying things you don't like. You would actually be improving your life. Imagine that. Imagine taking some responsibility for what ails you. Look, it's not my fault you have low self-esteem. It's not my fault you need to color your hair to get attention. It is what it is. And then have those conversations derailed into being about body image. Okay, so she's someone, okay, hold on a second. This is someone who's talking frequently about anti-fatness, being upset to have the conversations about anti-fatness derailed into being about body image. I'm sorry, what? You're upset because you want to talk about anti-fatness, and the conversation is moving into body image. What? It's the same fucking thing. Give me a break. It's the same fucking thing.
When I'm talking about systemic anti-fatness, I'm not talking about how I feel about my body.
Maybe not in specific words, but you certainly are. So now it's systemic. All right. I'm going to keep on pausing this because, hey, as you all know, if it's systemic, it can't be stopped. If it's systemic, it's the boogeyman. And this fight will never end because it's in the system. You just can't get it out. You have to take down the system, right? You have to tear it fucking down because otherwise, man, we can't have a mean system, can we? It's so oppressive as these people are trying to tear down the fucking world. I'm not talking about how I feel about my body. Oh, we know how you feel about your body. That's why there's so much fat aggression in these videos.
I can't love my body out of employment discrimination or medical discrimination. And I can't love my body into equal pay or equal access to healthcare.
You have as much access to healthcare as anyone else. I mean, you have a high risk situation. You're medically, morbidly obese. So, like I said before, if you get into 10 car accidents, your insurance for car insurance is going to be pretty damn high because the likelihood of you getting into number 11 is a pretty high percentage. If you got 10 car accidents, you're going to be paying through the roof because the insurance company's like, we're going to have to fucking pay out on this dude. All right. So I can't love my body all right, hold on a second. Wait a tick. We got to tear this down in the middle of it. I can't love my body out of employment discrimination or medical discrimination. Fine. So complaining, you can't complain your way out of it either. Again, feelings don't change anything. Changing how you feel doesn't make you lose weight. Changing how you feel doesn't fix your gut. Your leaky gut doesn't care if you're sad or not. It's because of what you're eating and your lifestyle habits. You look really pale, by the way. I mean, a tan would do wonders for you. You should probably go outside.
Into equal pay or equal access to healthcare.
Equal pay. What are you talking about? Are obese people paid less because they're less productive? Well, I'm going to pay this fat person less. Is it because they are not going to be able to get the jobs that might require them to work, to be physically active? Do you have morbidly obese people working as linemen or working on oil rigs? Like, you can make a ton of fucking money doing brutal jobs. Are you talking about being a woman and not taking high risk, high paying jobs like men will? I mean, go listen to some Jordan Peterson. He'll fucking slap you with his knowledge cock about, the inequities in society. It's not the patriarchy. It's fucking complaining. That's the problem. equal access to healthcare. A lot of people don't have healthcare. You know why? Because people are so fucking sick in this country. The premiums are through the fucking roof.
Fat people exist in a world that pays us less, charges us more, denies us health care, openly ridicules and excludes us, and then tells us the solution is to love our bodies.
Who says that? You're the one that's but you're a fat activists are saying to love your body. This doublespeak is really painful. Tells us the solution is to love our bodies. Well, I'm not saying that. So, I mean, I guess some people are saying to love your body. Openly ridicules? These people's like, it hurts. It hurts so much. It hurts.
But it's not. The solution is activism and policy change.
No, it's habit change. It's not activism. My God. Unless you're marching all day, every day, and fasting, which would be a great thing for you. If you're marching all day, that's great exercise. All right, keep up the pace. Come on, push the limit a little bit. The solution is activism and policy change. In other words, power. You want power. You don't want to actually change yourself. It's not, look, the stupidest part of this is this idea that's going to come, that you being fat and unhealthy is going to come, the change is going to come from the fucking government. Holy retardation. It's not going to come from the fucking government. That's the last place your health. We know. Have you been sleeping or living under a rock for the past couple years? The government doesn't know the first fucking thing what to do about your health. It's your responsibility. The solution is not activism. Notice how people that are fit aren't complaining online. They're like, oh, thin privilege. All these fat people are hating on me because I have abs. Go fuck yourself. It's like, I'm in great shape. You could say whatever the fuck you want about me. I don't care. It says more about you. Oh, but you have swole privilege. You're just muscular, so people like you. It's like, okay, then fucking train for 20 years like I did. Like fucking live a healthy lifestyle. Stop complaining. These are the types of people that try to bring someone down in order for them to feel better. The solution is not activism, and it's not policy change. It's you toughening up and getting out of your fucking safe space that you've been taught to hide behind throughout college and from your parents and from fucking society and this liberal bullshit. God, fuck all the way off.
So if you're a thin person hearing this, I am
a thin person. Enough with the thin person stuff. How about a fit person? It's not about someone just being skinny. No one wants to just be fucking skinny. You want to have muscle. You want to be healthy. Lift some fucking weights, eat a fucking steak, and go to the fucking gym. Notice how they never say a fit person. They say a thin person because they have no fucking argument if you're looking at actual objective reality. God, these people are so stupid.
begging you to please just listen for a little while.
Oh my God. Hannah Fuhlendorf. Ah, it's a Fuhlendorf. Fuhlendorf? Fuhlendorf? Jawohl. Der Fuhlendorf has arrived. Anna Fuhlendorf. MALPCCNCC NOC BIT. Oh, what are those letters? What the fuck are those letters? God, you have a master's in what? Oh my God. I told you the fucking education. I told you this brainwashed fucking blue hair.
You went full retard, man.
God damn, what a rush. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
We choose truth over facts.
Fucking weak sauce, Hannah. Weak sauce, Hannah. Yeah, hit that like button, fam. Thank you, Jasmine. Hit that like button if you haven't already. All right, let's get into another one. We got one or two more. What a great Wednesday. Remember, hashtag go to the fucking gym for a chance to win today's Swole card. Fucking drop it in the comments down below, you fucking bitch. All right, obesity has only been studied for the past 4 decades. Kind of already railed on that already, but oh God.
I hate this comment because everybody's so uneducated, they don't do any research, but obesity has only been studied for the past 3 or 4 decades.
All right, fam. Let me say it again. just because this will probably be a separate clip. You know why it's only been studied for the past 3 or 4 decades? Well, let's go back in time. How far back is like 40, 50 years? By the way, our country was obese like in the 40s and the 30s and the 40s relative to Europe, but let's go back to like the 60s or 70s. So that's what, 40 years, 40, 50 years? She's shortchanging a little bit. So it's like the 70s, right? Really ramped up in the 80s. The increase in vegetable oils and seed oils going off the gold standard, so fiat nutrition, corn, soy subsidies, fast food restaurants grew exponentially with technology. So technology increases, less physical activity, so it ramped up. Cheaper food products, corn and soy subsidies from the government, so making all the products that they can out of corn and soy. That's why all the garbage foods that you're seeing is just maximizing profits. It's just, it's only been studied. So we don't really know about obesity because it's only been studied recently. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Let's play it from the start because it's that stupid. Oh, here's a good freeze frame.
I hate this comment because everybody's so uneducated, they don't do any research, but obesity has only been studied for the past 3 or 4 decades. That's because obesity used to be considered a good thing.
You know why? Because people didn't have money to overeat. So if you were portly, you were looked at as successful because you could sit around like a corporate fat cat and stuff your face. Doesn't mean it was healthy. There are a lot of obese people that died from diabetes and stuff like that, like ancient, like old, in the fucking old days. Back in like the Egyptian time periods when the pharaohs and these, you know, the elites were eating and sucking down seed oils because they were too expensive for the peons to consume. They had all these like estrogen signs of like, you know, beards on their faces and bitch tits and like the old, in the old sculptures and stuff like that. Oh my God. All right, let's rewind a little bit. I can't.
4 decades. That's because obesity used to be considered a good thing. Wait.
Let's see.
Back in the 1800s, when we had a more complex hierarchy system with peasants and royals, being fat or obese was seen as a good, healthy thing because that meant you had enough money to put enough food in your body to properly nourish it.
No. Oh, you fucking cunt. Oh, you fucking cunt.
You're insane, gold member.
To properly nourish it. You think binge eating didn't exist back in the day, like the Romans? Yeah, of course. You overate. They overdrank, they smoked. They were fucking unhealthy as shit. Oh my God. You don't know the difference between nourishing and overnourishing. Oh my God.
So yes, there's been a huge spike in obesity in the last couple decades, but that's because we started studying it. Fat people have always existed. Also,
yes, but nothing close to yes, but no. But no. But no.
it is impossible for the existence of human beings to be an epidemic, so fuck off with that argument. And my final reminder is the body intrinsic. Fat people have always existed. Also, it is impossible for the existence of human beings to be an epidemic, so fuck off with that argument.
The existence of human beings to be an epidemic? What are you talking about? We're essentially a virus on the planet. Oh my God. The population is actually declining because we're so fucking unhealthy. But anyway.
And my final reminder is the body interprets oppression as stress and causes you to gain weight.
The body interprets oppression. No. Your pussy brain does. You being a victim and getting offended by something that you read on the interwebs. Your body doesn't know oppression. You're just getting offended easily and stressing yourself out and complaining about everyone else's, what they're doing and what you're not. You're frustrated at your own life, your self-hatred, and you're just radiating it outwards, making you not that great of a person. Probably don't have a lot of friends either, which is obviously why, it's obvious why, but
as stress and causes you to gain weight. So berating fat people in their comment section to get healthy does nothing but contribute to the problem you're so fucking afraid of.
Get healthy. Oh, fuck you. Such a nice person. Yeah, we have an obesity problem. We have an obesity problem. And unfortunately, you are a statistic in it, whoever this is. So I recommend you check out my content, the elimination diet, start getting rid of all these garbage foods. And just because something, your argument is actually why we have so many cases of COVID, because the more you test, the more you find, oh, shocker, too soon? Too soon?
Attacks on me, quite frankly, are attacks on science.
Yeah, there might have been obese people before, but nowhere close to what we have now. And those like corporate fat cats they're referring to back in like the early 1900s or late 1800s, yeah, if you were tons of money, guess what? You weren't doing the physical labor. You were sitting around eating. Guess what happens when you just sit around and fucking eat? And you eat excessively. You get fucking fat. Yeah. So bad. So bad. All right. We got one or two more. Here's another one. Oh my God. Do we have enough? Do we have enough energy for this one? Let's check this out. Trendiness of flat stomachs. Trendiness of flat stomachs.
What's in the box?
Yeah, she's oppressing the Earth's crust.
Let's talk about the trendiness of flat stomachs again.
Oh God, what are you fucking wearing? Let's continue.
I think a really important question to ask is
that a Smurf leopard?
Why do we...
I'm sorry. Can someone tell me what's going on here? Can someone tell me what she's wearing? And what is that necklace thing? Is that like a female sign with a tail? Why is it off to the right? Oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Is that like a sign for you're born without a fucking gender or some bullshit? Oh, please. Oh, please. Could someone look that up? I'm about to vomit.
Let's talk about the trendiness of flat stomachs again.
I
think a really important question to ask is why do we view flat stomachs as attractive? Some people in the comments of my first video tried arguing that our obsession with flat stomachs is biological because they're more attractive. When in reality, the actual reasons are a combination of fat phobia, Christianity, colonialism, anti-blackness, classism, and capitalism.
No. How about an evolutionary attraction to someone who looks more powerful and stronger? How about that? How about that? I don't think that people like a flat stomach because of fat phobia, because of Christianity. I'm sorry, what the fuck? Colonialism? Yeah, people like flat stomachs because of colonialism. Anti-blackness. What the fuck does... I'm sorry, what does having a flat stomach have to do with being anti-black? So you're calling me a racist because I have abs? I'm calling you an idiot because you're a fucking idiot with a double-digit IQ. So one of us is correct, and that's going to be me. Okay, Twatty McTwatterson, that's going to be me. That's going to be Papa Swole. So for calling me a racist, I can tell you to go fuck yourself. Classism, you don't know what that is. No one does. And capitalism, yes, it's capitalism. Obesity is a result of, poor health, but also capitalism. People are buying the food. Again, if people didn't buy the food and eat shitty food, then people wouldn't be unhealthy. Oh, there's more. I forgot. I was about to cut this.
As a lot of us know, chubby stomachs were considered a symbol of beauty and wealth during the Renaissance.
We already talked about why.
But why did this change? White colonists started pushing the idea that black people were inherently fat because they lacked self-control, which...
White colonists? Where are you getting this from? What are you talking about? White colonists started pushing the idea that black people were inherently fat because they lacked self-control. Where are you getting this from? Is this from like one of those anti-racist books? Are you reading like Ibram X. Kendi or some bullshit? Reading a little too much white fragility? It's a gender fluid symbol? Oh, fuck off.
Because they lacked self-control, which highlighted the adoption of fat phobia as a means of perpetuating racism and trying to justify slavery.
I could not doubt that any more than I currently do. I could not even. Holy shit. You hear this is what your kids are learning in college, by the way. This is what you're learning in schools. So next generation, you have a fucking uphill battle. Talk about like Sisyphus pushing that fucking rock up the hill. That's a fat fucking rock.
As Sabrina Strings mentions, self-control.
Who the fuck is Sabrina Strings? Sounds like an artist. Like Doja Cat. Sabrina Strings.
Rationality were characterized.
All right, so this author, this person wrote a book called The Racial Origins of Fat Phobia. So if you ever wanted to read some kind of biased, propagandistic trash, that's where you'd probably go. So you're quoting, I don't even want to hear your words coming out of your fuckhole face. I don't want to even hear the words. You're quoting someone that wrote a book called The Racial Origins of Fat Phobia. Can you put any more effort into a more worthless creation in our society? Was there ever a more worthless input? This is what happens. All right, this is fucking hell. This is what happens with inflation. You have extra jobs and extra money that just gets pumped into these bullshit fucking universities and these bullshit positions. Like, what value is this creating to society? None. It's creating no value. This is what happens when the currency is garbage. This is what happens in a fiat system. This is what happens when you can just print money because you fucking feel like it. You can push a button and devalue everything. Everything has devalued over the past several decades. Everything has devalued. The money has devalued. Your wealth has devalued. Your purchasing power has devalued. The nutrition has been devalued. Education has been devalued. Everything is going into the fucking gutter.
That were deemed integral to whiteness. Not to mention the idea of the Protestant work ethic. Decades later, we have a diet industry worth $72 billion, and the fat phobic idea that flat stomachs are somehow superior.
Fearing the black body? What in the fuck?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
What in the fuck was that? Jesus Christ. All right, let's wash that down. Let's wash that absolute train wreck. Think about this. This is just word salad that's being leveraged as like intelligence. You could hear that like, there's nothing that she said that's comprehensible. If you can't explain it simply enough, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Throwing out this general jargon is just a word salad mess that's supposed to sound to an idiot, to a fool, it's supposed to sound like something that, oh, I'm learning stuff. No, you're not. You're learning how to argue points that don't even fucking exist and make justifications that are completely off topic from your actual deep-seated hatred for anyone that's successful. You're just trying to grab power by usurping the quote system, and your victim position is used as a shield. So like, no one, don't hurt me. Don't say anything mean about me because you are a racist. You are an oppressor. You're part of the patriarchy. You're a classist. I say you're a fucking idiot. How about that? How about that? I say you're a fucking idiot.
Then there's something wrong with you. You're certainly not very good.
Chicks will dig you. Or dudes, or whatever gender thing you're into.
All right. So let's do a palate cleanser. It's actually the opposite of a palate cleanser. This palate cleanser is actually going to make you probably nauseous. This is called vegan high protein ribs. Fuck my life. I cannot wait to eat a steak like right after this.
High protein, sticky, vegan barbecue ribs. What a time to be alive. Hardly any fat, zero cholesterol, and they
Zero fat, zero cholesterol, zero nutrition. All right, we got a vegan here, fam. Who would have thunk it? Stop with the soy, bro. Go to the fucking gym. Eat a steak, please, for your health and for my sanity.
Any fat, zero cholesterol, and they taste absolutely insane. Add 2 cans of drained jackfruit to a bowl, mush it all up, and then mash up 2 cooked vegan burgers. And
I do like eating jackfruit sometimes, like real jackfruit. I mean, I don't want to make it taste like a steak, though. I want it to taste like jackfruit. What is this?
Mush it all up, and then mash up 2 cooked vegan burgers, and then this.
What was that? Cooked 2. I can't tell with the accent. See, it makes it sound healthier when you talk with like an accent, like Australian or British accent. It makes it sound less stupid somehow. So you're mixing vegan burger, which is just probably soy and beans or peas and stuff, with jackfruit. I don't know.
Ingredient: vital wheat gluten. Add 200
Let's just put pure gluten in there. And dark soy? Oh my god. Ew.
grams of that, along with all the seasonings in the caption. Don't be afraid to use your hands to mix it all together, and then add.
Don't be afraid to use your hands to mix it together. Don't be afraid to touch your food. Don't be afraid to touch it. Don't be afraid. It reminds me of Robin Hood Men in Tights. I touched it. Sheriff of Rottingham. I need some soundboards from that. Don't be afraid to touch this dog food.
100 grams of barbecue sauce, and then flatten the mix.
Oh, okay. Putting pure sugar all over it. So you're going to say that's healthy by putting Heinz barbecue sauce, so just tons of fucking sugar. Tons of fucking sugar. God, you're a man. Eat a fucking
barbecue
steak.
Sauce.
Unless you got one of those, like, those gender symbol things that go off to the side, like the last video.
And then flatten the mix on a baking tray and bake at 190 degrees for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Halfway through, cover in more barbecue sauce.
Covered in more. Covered in more sugar. Covered in more fucking sugar. There's not enough in there, motherfuckers. Put more in there. God damn it.
And then when they're done, let them cool, and you're left with the most realistic.
Wait. You fucking mook.
And then when they're done, let them cool, and you're left with the most realistic.
And it just cuts off. The most realistic. I'll tell you what's the most realistic. Eating some fucking ribs. Eating some fucking ribs. Eating a steak. I'll tell you what's... There's not too much more realistic than eating a fucking steak. Okay. Again, I'll say it. If you're a vegan and you're making your food look like animal foods, you're delusional. There's something going on in your head that you're trying to virtue signal to other people or to yourself, or make yourself feel better. But you're destroying your health. You're destroying your health. Fact. Like, if you're going to eat other foods and you really want to avoid the most nutrient dense, healthy foods on the fucking planet, then do so, but eat the real food. If you are making your food look like something else, you are in hardcore denial. That's a fact. If you are eating a burger and it's a vegan burger, you have an issue going on in this area between your ears. There's an issue there. Okay? There's some kind of delusion. You're desperate. Your body is telling you something. You're desperate for real food. That's why you're making your jackfruit and your soy and your barbecue sauce look like ribs, but it's not ribs. That's why you're making peas and beans and soy look like a burger. It's not a burger. You're making the peas and soy and plant shit look like a steak. It's not a steak. You're making all this soy and peas and cornstarch and look like cheese. It ain't cheese. Like, you are in denial. Your body is starving for nutrition and you don't want to admit it to yourself. You keep on trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. And let me tell you, it does not work. You're not making it better. You're not making it better. You're in denial. You're in denial. And it's your life, but you're in hardcore fucking denial. Straight up fact. Straight up fucking fact. It is what it is. Okay. So. Wow. Fucking wow. I don't even know what to say anymore. Does anyone know what to say? Bueller? Does anyone know? Does anyone fucking know? No one does. No one fucking does. All right, fam. We got a fucking Swole card to give away. Fucking insane. Okay, hello, Swole Daddy. Hello, Kay. And the Falcon says hello to you as well. Swole Daddy. I'm a Swole Daddy now. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Go to the fucking gym. Go to the fucking gym. Go to the fucking gym. All right. Now, we got some work to do, fam. We got some work to do. We have a member. We have a member that needs to get her shit together. We have a member that really needs to get her habits locked down. We have a member that really needs to get her fucking shit together. All right. Now, I dropped some tough love. I dropped some tough sack, but you know what happens. You know what happens when that knowledge cock strikes. When that knowledge cock thunderously claps against your fucking face, it can leave a mark. Now, it can. It can absolutely leave a mark. And it can be painful. But Papa's going to put a nice big old steak on it so the swelling goes down. Going to make sure that we take care of this. Okay? Even when the knowledge cock thunderously slaps, there's nothing like a Swole card to soothe. And you're in the right fucking place. I think we can all say by joining the Swole family, you're in the right place. We're not going to bullshit you. Tough love, but facts. And you can do it. Just like the thousands of people inside the Swole fam have done it already. Today's Swole card, you know what's up. Haley, congratulations.
Congratulations!
Now, this Swole card comes with some strings attached. Haley, number one, Swole fam, you need to go inside the private Facebook group and blow up Haley's post and let her know that you won today's Swole card. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com, Swole card 1951, the subject, and your mailing address in the body of the email. Not only that, Haley, I hope you're listening to this, Beesh. You need to get your shit together. Eating clean, or whatever you said, eating well, fixing your diet doesn't sound like you fixed shit. Okay? Doesn't matter if it's the weekend, doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday. You need to work on your habits. And like I said, that book, Atomic Habits, that could be a game changer. You need to learn how to get these things out of your environment. You need to focus on quality, nutrient-dense foods. You need to really get your shit focused because you're a mother. You got to be healthy for you, your family, and your child. All right? So you said you're looking for any advice. You got it. You're honestly looking for accountability. You got it. You're in desperate need of a community to encourage healthy living and inspire you to do better. You got it. If anyone can help, we're all going to help. So look at this card and know that myself and the Swole fam is telling you to fucking get off your ass and get it done every fucking day. Congratulations to Haley. Congratulations. Let's nut this beach. Falcon, take us away. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Make sure you sign up and join the Swole fam today. SwoleNormousX.com. Reminder, we have a major fucking event tomorrow, fam. Tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Private stream inside Swole TV. Nuts on Chin unfucking plugged. Nuts on Chin unfucking plugged. Tomorrow, 6 p.m. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fucking epic. Don't miss out on that. Tomorrow, September 9th, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Be there, be square. You could join for less than $5. SwoleNormousX.com. Join the fam today and go unlimited and get access to all our training content, nutrition content, yoga, meditation, so much more. All 7 pillars. Falcon, take us away, you fucking hairy beast.
Dodgson, we've got Dodgson here.
You lose. What the hell kind of country is this where I can only hate a man if he's white?
All right then, leave!
Now I know you'd love to just sit there and keep being not slim, but we gotta work a little today, okay?
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Oh, fam. Look at that beach.
I like to
caress rusty spoons.
I fart in your general direction.
Make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night.
Oh, fucking nailed it, baby.
Shampoo my crotch. I am the danger.
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
Fucking nailed it.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
I give it a 10. A 10. A fucking 10.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the bowl and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again.
You're insane, gold member.
Cock piano. Oh, I just slapped it on the last one. Almost broke the keyboard. Thank you so much for joining, fam. We'll see you tomorrow for episode 1952. Remember, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, inside Swole TV, Nuts on Chin Unplugged. Join me and the fam. You never miss a private live stream. It's fucking awesome. And of course, make sure, fam, that you are plugged into the Swole Fam Telegram chat for a Swole session later. We'll do a little chatty McChatterson, so keep in mind for that. I'll send you a text via Swole text and an alert and all that stuff. Until then, peace, McGeese, deuce, magoose, your boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits.